flag is coming to their feet. The anticipation of one shot at a green, white, checkered finish at Daytona.
Geico restart zone is where they're at, and the green flag goes back in the air. Nick Sanchez getting shoved by all he's worth by Taylor Gray on the inside lane, but don't stop there. Here comes the outside lane propelling again.
Outside lane is right there. The Spire teammates Rajah Caruth with a bed full of Corey LaJoie shoving hard in an outside lane. This time they don't get a huge jump, but it's Caruth by half a truck length.
Here comes Rajah Caruth, courtesy of Corey LaJoie's drafting assistance from the high side of turn number 2. Both those drivers will ease down on the low lane. Rajah Caruth leads at Daytona.
Corey LaJoie second. They try to defend the outside lane charge. Nick Sanchez and Taylor Gray are there. It's a 4-pack at the front of the field. Jack Wood, fifth in line, joins the outside lane.
Rumbling off turn number 4, white flag goes in the air. If they cross the line, the race is official. Here they come. Nick Sanchez across the line. He will lead them back to turn number 1 for the final time.
Sanchez in that outside lane stampedes the long way around to take over the lead. He'll slide back down into the low lane in front of Gray now. Here comes Sanchez off turn 2. Gray is second. Third on the outside lane. Jack Wood gets turned into the outside wall. Head on goes Gray as the field explodes midway on the Daytona Superstretch.
And Gray is up and over. He'll come down on all 4 wheels. The pack has basically blown apart. Only a handful of trucks make it through on the back straightaway.
The caution is out. Out in front of the field is Nick Sanchez from Miami, Florida. Checkered flag and caution flag at the start-finish line. All Nick Sanchez has to do is get back to the line. Here he comes at a reduced rate of speed. Rajah Caruth behind him, checkered flag in the air. And Nick Sanchez wins the Fresh from Florida 250 at the World Center of Racing.
And now let's go around and check on the drivers. A violent crash brings this one to a close here tonight. Mike Bagley, we had one upside down. We had a number of them scattering, some into the inside retaining wall, some into the outside.
We have a lot of carnage on the back straightaway. The one that went up and over is Taylor Gray, and right now the safety crews are tending to him. Dean Thompson's around. Corey LaJoie, driver's side into the safer barrier on the outside. Daniel Dye took a heck of a shot across the infield and into the inside safer barrier. Right now, safety crews are tending to Daniel. Got a handful of trucks left. Everybody else has left the accident scene after a very chaotic and hellacious last lap at Daytona.
But the win belongs to Nick Sanchez. To Steve Post.
Kevin Bono Mannion, you're going back to victory lane here at Daytona. How about this, winning again here at this special place, Kevin?
I didn't hear what you said, Steve, but this is a special place. They still wear 3 for Dale. I gotta thank God for this one. A lot of praying, a lot of fuel mileage. Nick did a great job. A very well prepared Spire truck with Rev, so all good.
All good, that's for sure. Kevin Bono Mannion, veteran leadership. He and his young driver, Nick Sanchez, are going to victory lane here at Daytona.
All right, Mike Bagley, hang with us for just a second as we get an opportunity to break this down. Rajah Caruth, maybe with a bad bump, perhaps, or at least an aggressive bump by Corey LaJoie, shot him up the racetrack. And Cole, when that happened, it was lights out.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Rajah Caruth just got up that half a car width off turn 2, got the 91 of Jack Wood turned around, and from there, chaos just ensued. I mean, there were trucks flipping, Taylor Gray upside down. I mean, it looked like the whole field, literally the whole field got wrecked. So it was definitely quite the ending to a crazy race.
You were looking at. I want you to weigh in. You're not so sure that it was an actual bump draft. We want to get another look at it here in a matter of moments. Daniel Dye had the gray truck literally riding right in the windshield there. We'll step aside, come back, recap, visit with the winner. We got a lot to get to. Wow. I think everybody can exhale at least for a moment. We'll get another update from outside of or at the end of the back straightaway here in just a moment. So it was a wild one. But Nick Sanchez, Alex Hayden, survives and goes to victory lane with a clean race truck.
And he did it on the restart. He was the control truck. He was the race leader. So he was in position the whole way. And we talked about he and the communication with his spotter, Derek Nealon. They executed that perfectly, got certainly the push that they needed to propel them out front and maintain it. Certainly the caution flag for the big crash on the Daytona super stretch aided him, but he was well out in front. It wasn't even close when that took place as they made their way down the back straightaway. We had a chance to look at this 2 or 3 times. I got to tell you, I think Rajah Caruth just moved up the racetrack on his own. He had a big gap, maybe 2 to 3 feet before the Corey LaJoie bumper was there. It looked like Rajah just moved up the racetrack exiting turn 2 and clipped the left rear of the truck that was outside of him, and that triggered this entire crash.
Corey LaJoie had nothing to do with it. And you look at the truck that flips. Taylor Gray rides on the front hood and the windshield of Daniel Dye for what would appear to be, 100 yards or more. Just a vicious, wild crash. And again, we'll give you one more update from out back there here in just a moment. It's Nick Sanchez that scores the win here tonight.